The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24.
Keep it up, guys. Check. Lefty. Hey, Ridley.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow. It's 59. Like the 59. Let's get that ball.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 24, Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Yellow. What we got?
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Darren Lee there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, here's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. A 10th carry for Kamara. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked.
Kamara has it stripped.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready? Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The busy night continues for Kamara. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Exit. Back. Hey, 18. Hey. High 7.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and 6. at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. Now Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Push him back.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They run with Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw, looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.